Good afternoon, welcome. My name is David Hightower with Wolf Companies, and I will be moderating this panel. We had an excellent presentation at lunch from Tom giving us kind of the 30,000-foot overview of the country and where suburbia is going. Another excellent presentation prior to this one on public-private ventures and development of a denser urban environment in a suburban area. What this panel is going to try to do is look at the broader suburban area and discuss, if you will, where we think suburbia is going, what changes are we're facing, what's driving those changes, the factors that will influence where this community and the suburban markets grow for the next decade. And while sometimes people criticize ULI for being too urban focused, inside the loop kind of thing, I commend the district council for taking the initiative to create and start the Suburban Marketplace program. This is the second one that we've had. And as far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, no other councils do this. We're still the only district council that has a suburban marketplace type conference. So once again, the Houston ULI is leading the country in the way things need to be done. I am joined, and for those of you who are joining us for this panel and sticking around, I know some of you are here just waiting to take advantage of Jones and Carter because they're buying drinks later. But we have an added treat. A last-minute add to this panel. Mr. Mike Inselman has joined us, and several people I know are looking forward to hearing what he might have to say. Now, Charlie is not real happy with me right now because I added Mike to this panel. He said, I've done all the work and you're having my competitor sit on this panel. And to which I, of course, said, but you're the one with the slides, so you control the discussion. And yes, they do compete a little bit, but Mike's focus, at least from my perspective, has always been on the single-family residential and on housing. Charlie has a broader focus and will be speaking more to jobs and population. And so I think it's a very good merge of two very talented people who have been long participants in ULI and brought a lot to our chapter over the years. And I am very honored to have them along with the other two gentlemen who I'll introduce in a moment. As I said, we're going to look at the suburban growth in the Houston market. Suburban Houston has grown, as we all know, this is no secret to anybody, significantly over the last half century. And I thought, to put it in perspective, it might be helpful to have a little bit of a graphic representation of that. And I asked Roger Hord with West Houston Association to provide me with a couple of slides. Roger is president of West Houston Association. I have the honor of serving as chairman of West Houston Association right now, and he's been very helpful in that regard. But and this is only using this area as representative. You can look at almost any quadrant, any direction on the compass in the greater Houston metropolitan region, and this holds true. Where's the, oh, here it is. Greater West Houston development, we took the 1979 land use map. Now, there's probably 8 people in this room besides me that remember this map. West Houston Association was created in 1979. This was or 78. This was the first map that was produced by the association. And for those of you who can't really read it that well, the southern boundary, as you can see from the large green area, is basically the bottom of Barker Reservoir. The northern boundary would be on the line parallel where 290 and Highway 6 intersect. Copperfield is more or less at the top up there. Beltway 8 is literally on the edge over here on the east side, and the western boundary was literally the eastern side of the city of Katy. This was Greater West Houston in 1979, and the properties in yellow were properties that were being held and developed by developers at that time. Now, I'm adjusting the map to adjust for Greater West Houston and the growth that has occurred. So if you take the 79 map, scale it down, this is the current West Houston map. And as you can see, the old map is only a fraction of the area that the Greater West Houston area covers. And again, you can do this on the east side of town, you can do it on the north, south, certainly Fort Bend County, as we heard earlier. The land areas shown in yellow are lands that are active or are already planned for single-family residential development, and you can see how that growth has continued to go north, west, southwest. And so I thought it would be helpful in putting our discussion about the growth of the suburbs in context by looking at how much we've advanced from basically, 31 years on the west side of town.